Hey everybody, welcome back to House of Grey Rabbit. I am your host as always, Grey Rabbit 80, and it is extremely cold outside, and it is going to be our first review of 2018. We've taken a little time off, about a week or two. I've been sick. Prom, I know you've been sick. And not that you weren't already sick in the head for doing these, but so this week I've been waiting because like you couldn't come over the other day because you had something going on, and then I had something going on. Yeah. And so we finally get down to, okay, we got to do it. Everything's fine. So like we got home, like I made dinner, we ate, and then I'm like, okay, so what is it that you chose for this week?
Anna.
Not to be confused
with Annabelle.
With Annabelle. This is just Anna. And the cover art is she's in control now. I just noticed that. Yeah. But the cover art is extremely like straight ripoff from Annabelle. I mean, you can even see down to the face on the doll it's literally like they stole the cover. Now, once again, the way this happens is we're now going to go watch the movie, and we'll be back momentarily with our review of Anna. I hope this is good. I'm going to steal your only line. What the hell? What the hell is this? Okay. I have watched so much trash in my life. Like, I have watched an enormous amount of garbage, okay? I have subjected myself to so much.
Are you trying to say this tastes the cake?
And this is Anna. Like, oh my God. If you've never seen this film, I broke him right there. If you've never seen this film, you see us laughing. Okay, if you've never seen this film, there's no point in watching this movie. Like, sometimes we watch a movie and there's a silver lining that says, this is fun to watch with your best friend. This was the most antagonizing. How long does this movie run? 97 minutes? 97 minutes.
An hour and a half. Hour and 37
Hour and 37 minutes. We watched
stupidity.
Anna. And let me tell you, you're in like, Prom's going into like Swervo mode over here. So it's the movie's done it to us, is what it is. So let's get out of brass tacks. I'm gonna recite what the back of the box says, and I quote: "Two men steal a doll from a paranormal museum in order to put their footage online, but end up in a crazy game as the doll becomes a gateway to hell." Okay, so we have two guys that are YouTubers, and they steal.
One wears glasses.
Anyway, so you got these two YouTubers who they steal an Annabelle doll.
Find her, kill her.
Which the guy keeps calling Susan at the beginning, even though there's a nameplate that says Anna on it.
So that's Susan, though.
The thing about this movie is like it begins to play itself off as one of those independent, like, laughable comedies where like they tried really hard to be funny, and it does that for a while, and you're like, oh, it's just we're going to be making fun of Annabelle. But anyway, they steal the Annabelle doll, and they go back, and that's when they realize that it's not doing anything. There's no paranormal activity because all of its victims
are female.
They find
this out looking online.
But when they need a girl, so these two idiots go on Craigslist.
Post of.
Which basically they get a hooker because and anyway, so she dies, and then they get a witch, and then she dies.
She becomes whatever the hell it is.
Split-faced woman.
Yeah.
Split-faced puppet head.
Split-faced puppet head. Yes.
And split-faced puppet head disappears as soon as she appears. Like she's there for a second. She does her little mouth. It's like the Demogorgon.
Yeah,
from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So like it does this and then it disappears and then there's like this movie's so hard to follow. Like I would actually like fall asleep slightly and then not realize that I'd even fallen asleep because the movie was that slow. And then when it got fast paced and then all of a sudden it takes on this Evil Dead feel, like they were trying to be Evil Dead. And like what was the room full of poop for?
I have no clue.
There's literally a room that the floor is just poop.
And a hole.
And a hole, yeah, and he falls down that hole, or does he come out? I don't know.
I don't know.
He does both, if you think about it. So, anyway, at one point, Sean, which I called Sean's name. Like, I saw Sean for the first 5 seconds of Sean being in the movie. Sean was sitting on the hood of a car, eating. And I said, look, this guy's name is Sean. And literally the other character went, hey, Sean. And I was like,
oh, and apparently Snapple can't be used.
Oh, yeah. There's a great scene where the Josh character walks out of a building, and obviously there was a Snapple like machine there at the building, and they couldn't show Snapple, so they set the camera up for the shot, and then they just backed a truck so it covered up. So it just said Apple. They backed it because the SN. But anyway, I called the Sean character like I called that guy. Anyway, they make a deal with it that they'll bring it girls in exchange for, I guess not being killed or something. I don't know, which is crazy because if it doesn't affect men, then why was it affecting them in the end?
I don't know. I'm sorry. And what's bad is that I watched the movie.
Yeah, like, okay, so here's the way I usually run things. When I pick the movie, I usually watch 15 minutes of the movie just to make sure that the movie's bad enough for us to review, and then I watch the rest of the film with him. So we share the thing. This guy watched this movie by himself and then watched it again with me. Which I'm lucky because without him explaining some of the parts, I would have never got it.
And of course I had to buy it.
Yeah, and
I could have read it.
You paid money for this.
Yeah, I paid.
You paid hard-earned hard-earned dollars for that. He won't even show the front of the point of the fact, in the end, they give the doll back.
Yeah, they realized the whole thing is that you find her, you kill her. All they had to do, and what's funny is that they had a poster that had something being burned, and that's all they had to do is to burn the doll to get rid of the spirit. And they're like, "Screw this, we're taking her back." And they renamed her Possessed Bitch Doll. You didn't see that part above it. It said bitch.
I saw it. I wasn't going to mention it, but I did see it. Anyway.
But it's just what gets me.
Yeah.
It's okay. The guy specifically says, do not take the doll.
Yeah.
They take the doll.
Yeah.
He doesn't do nothing.
Yeah, because Sean's character is the one that steals the doll. And you have to watch the scene where it's done in a comical sort of way because the guy that owns the museum is such a dumbass that he's looking the other way, and Sean's making all kinds of noise and everything. And when he finally looks back at the Annabelle case, Annabelle's gone, and in its place is a googly-eyed styrofoam cup thing that was made by Sean. And you can probably look it up on IMDb or on Google and find the image. And
it's funny as hell. And he never hears it taken. He never.
He never hears it. He never turns around.
Really, it tastes like he walks by like 3 or 4 times before he realizes it. But it's like, I'm sorry, but if that was me, I would have done. I would have been looking for the people, called the cops.
It's called plot armor.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Bad plot armor.
I don't know if I can technically rate this. This goes right up in there with another subject that we'll talk about in another video. You're going to get a bonus video this week, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But this goes right up there with a certain other movie that we couldn't rate, and I don't even know if I want to rate this one. It just, I don't think you should spend money on it. I don't think you should spend 97 minutes on it. If you bought it thinking it was Annabelle, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
saw it on the Redbox. I'm like, okay, this possibly sounds interesting, especially for what we're doing.
Yeah.
And come to find out, it was perfectly for what we're doing.
It bypasses a lot of things.
Yes.
So, are you willing to rate it? I mean, it's you brought this. This is a prime choice here.
I bought it.
You bought it. What do you think of a? Do you have a rating for? You go for it, bro.
I can't even think of a rating for it. -1 at the highest.
I plead my critics' right to not grade it at all. It's unwatchable. If you do watch it, that's fine, because like I said, we always like to hear comments and everything back from people who have watched these movies that we brought them up to you.
Let's just say this. If you're looking for Annabelle, this is not it. Even though it looks like it's based off of Annabelle, whoever decided to do this...
Well, the reason was just this.
Yeah.
This is the only reason. Is somebody
I'm pretty sure
put these out there.
I'm pretty sure it's probably very extreme. I don't even know if it was even show how much it was budgeted, but I mean it's probably. I will say this: if they did, if it was more than $50,000, I'll be very surprised.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it was even 20. Just because if you watch the film, you'll know. Just from the opening scene, there's just these long pauses of like.
And the music is stupid.
The music is not done correctly. There are voices and sounds done in post.
Yeah.
Like when Josh is writing at the beginning, you can tell that it's like a sound of a marker on a piece of paper and not a pen. And it's just shoddily done. It looks like someone that has nothing to do on a weekend would do. But
I mean, we could do a better job.
Oh yeah, we've said stuff that we've said that about a lot. Yeah. So. Well, that in a nutshell
was Anna.
Now, once again, if you guys have ever watched this movie, if you watched this movie because we brought it up, please leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think or anything that you think you could be a little bit constructive about the film or maybe non-constructive about the film. Any
or
death threats?
Ideas for us to watch.
Yeah, we like to hear those too. Always subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to punch that like button in the face. And on that, check out the bonus video this week. And I guess we'll be seeing you.